Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Cecilia Suryani with ID 042. As you can see on the screen, I will talk about direct and indirect speech. And in my presentation, it has 4 agenda. The first agenda is definition. What is direct and indirect speech? And then the second is basic rule. What is the role of them? And then the third agenda is the change. It has a different change from direct to indirect speech. And then the last agenda is quiz. To deeply know the material that we're talking about. So, did you curious about that? Because I'm very excited to tell you about this. Well, without any further ado, let's get to the first material. Definition. Direct speech, also know that it's like quotation speech, is speech that accepts words spoken. When we use direct speech in writing, we place the word spoken between quotation marks, and there is no change in this word. We may be reporting something that's being said now, or telling someone later about a previous conversation. And then indirect speech, or we also know is like reported speech. Indirect speech is usually used to talk about the past, so we normally change the tense of the word spoken. We use reporting verbs like say, tell, and ask, and etc. And we may use the word that to introduce the reported words if certain commas are not used. This is the basic rule. You can see in there that ada beberapa perbedaan. Dari yang pertama itu view of point atau sudut pandang. Direct sendiri itu dari sudut pandang orang pertama, yaitu dari pembicaranya. Sedangkan dari indirect itu dari sudut pandang orang ketiga, yaitu dari pembicara tapi sudah disampaikan kepada orang lain. Dimana pada indirect ini maupun dari direct juga itu tidak terdapat penambahan ataupun pengurangan pada kata-kata yang telah diungkapkan. Kemudian waktu yang digunakan. Nah, pada direct ini itu tergantung pada apa yang diucapkan. Misalnya di direct ini diucapkan tomorrow, sedangkan di indirect itu akan berubah menjadi the next day. Karena bisa jadi orang yang menerima informasi ini tidak mengatakannya pada hari yang sama. Kemudian yang ketiga yaitu the pronouns atau kata ganti, di mana biasanya subjek akan diganti sesuai dengan apa yang pembicara ini dengar. Di mana semuanya ini diadaptasi dari kalimat yang dikatakan oleh pembicara. Misal pembicaranya cewek nanti akan diganti she, misal pembicaranya cowok akan diganti he. Kemudian yang ketiga yaitu quotation mark atau tanda kutip, di mana di direct ini menggunakan tanda kutip. Kemudian di indirect itu tidak menggunakan tanda kutip karena biasanya itu terdapat kayak kata that and etc. yang mana sangat menggambarkan bahwa itu bukanlah kalimat yang berasal secara langsung dari pembicara. Kemudian di direct itu start with a capital letter, and then in indirect don't begin with a capital letter. Like in this example, I will call you tomorrow. He said that he would call me the next day. Nah, di sini bisa kita lihat bahwa direct speech-nya itu I will call you tomorrow. Indirect speech-nya itu he said that he would call me the next day. Nah, bisa dilihat di sini dari direct itu time-nya tomorrow, indirect udah berubah jadi the next day. Kemudian di sini tonanya dari I itu udah berganti ke he. 3 rules for changing direct to indirect speech. And with changing direct speech to indirect speech, we need to change the tense of the verb to reflect the time of reporting. Seperti yang kita tahu bahwa dalam bahasa Inggris terdapat 3 waktu, yaitu past, present, and future. So we have to know about the pattern. Tapi yang saya garis bawahi di sini adalah past perfect dan juga past perfect continuous. Di mana di sini itu tidak dapat berubah. The example, she said the lesson had already started when he arrived. She said the lesson had already started when he arrived. Kemudian yang kedua yaitu perubahan dari present simple ke past simple. She said it's cool. Then it changed. Dan she said it was cool. Karena is MR itu akan berubah menjadi was. This is the other change, a verb of time, and then from modal verb, today, that day, now, then, and etc. And then from can become cool, But we can garis bawahi di sini bahwa could, might, would, dan juga should is not have a change. And the second is pronoun change. In there, we need to change pronoun to reflect the subject of reporting. So is I play baseball with my friends. What does it say? That she plays baseball with her friends. So in there, itu I itu udah berubah menjadi she karena yang main baseball itu perempuan. Yang ketiga yaitu reporting verb. We need to use reporting verbs such as say, told, as, and etc. As we look at the example. Do you like my trouser? Yes. And then she asked me if I like her trouser. They were horrible. Jadi di sini itu yang menjadi garis bawah itu ask. And then another example, I'm sorry to tell you that you can't play football. What did Peter say? He told me I couldn't play football. Yeah, if he said so, he's going to play, isn't he? Jadi dari sini tell menjadi told. Okay, the last material is about quiz. I want you to choose the best answer that you think it was true. The first is turn off the light now. You can see A, B, C. I give you 5 seconds.
Audio Jungle.
What is your answer? And the answer is C. And then I'm going to meet my pen pal for the first time tomorrow. I give you time 5 seconds.
Audio Jungle.
The truth is, Cecil said she was going to meet her pen pal for the first time the next day. Well, I think it's all. Thanks for your attention. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.